my friends, if you have ever dreamed of running your own boutique from home, this video is for you. Whether you are a homemaker with a passion for design, a self-taught fashionista, or someone who just loves making people feel beautiful, get ready, because today I'm giving you the ultimate guide to setting up your home-based boutique. And guess what? You are in great company. Anita Dongre, one of India's best fashion designers, started her brand from tiny room in her house in Mumbai. No big studio, no fancy machine, just a vision, a sewing machine, and lots of courage. So what's stopping you? Let's build your boutique together step by step. So choosing the right space is very important. The first step is finding your perfect corner in your home for your boutique. You don't need a massive room, just a well-organized space. Here's what you need to consider. Choose a spot that's well lit, preferably with natural sunlight. It should feel separate from your personal or kitchen space, mentally and visually. Now, if possible, use a spare room, dining corner, or even convert a part of your living room with curtains or partitions. Even designer Neeru Kumar, known for her beautiful hand-woven textiles, started by working from home studio with looms and weavers in nearby areas. So yes, your home is enough to start a legacy. Next, you need your command center. That is your tailoring or work table. You have to invest in a good sturdy table with ample space to cut, stitch and design. Now, if you do your own stitching, set up your sewing machines with comfortable sitting and good lighting. Add a cutting mat, measuring tools, tracing paper and all essentials in the drawer nearby. Next, you should invest in a nice display and fabric corner. This is where the magic happens, your fabric and design corner. Create a dedicated section with shelves or hangers for your fabric. Use transparent pins and also label everything. Trust me, when the orders roll, you're going to thank me for this. You can also have a display rack to showcase your finished pieces like blouses, kurta sets or lehengas. It will make your space look more real. And it's great for customer visits or even video calls. Now, even big brands like Soch and Biba began with small-scale workshops at home or nearby, managing everything manually before scaling into the big million-dollar businesses that they are today. Next up, make a customer trial or comfort zone. Now, if clients are visiting your boutique space, you must have a trial area. It includes a small mirror, a stool, and a full-length mirror if possible. Keep the space clean and cozy, add a rug, a small chair, and even a scent diffuser. Have a little tray with water or tea that creates a beautiful experience for your customer. When a client tries your outfit and feels special, they're not only going to come back, they're going to bring more friends and family too. That's how so many small boutiques grow through word of mouth and lots of love. Next up, we have to focus on lighting and decor. Let's talk about lighting. Your best friend for designing and selling. Trust me. Use a mix of neutral lights and warm LED lights. Install a ring light or photo lamp for great photo shoots and reels. Add aesthetic touches like plants, mood boards, quotes that really inspire you, like made with love or styled by you, something like that. And yes, this doesn't have to be expensive. Even Sabyasachi in his early years styled his home studio like a royal boutique on a budget. So it's all about how you do it and that eye for detail. Next up, we have labeling, pricing and storage. Now let's get serious with the back end. Print labels with your boutique name. Use Canva or online printers like Vistaprint or Printo. Keep a logbook or Excel sheet of your stock, fabrics, cost and selling prices. Store material in neat boxes or bins, and like I said already, label everything clearly. And also store ready outfits in cloth garment bags to maintain that luxurious feel. These steps will definitely help you scale later in a much easier way. Next, have digital presence from home. Now, you can't ignore this part. In 2025, your boutique needs an online vibe. So what do you do to achieve this? Start an Instagram or WhatsApp business account. Use natural light or ring lights to take out clean outfit shots. Share reels like behind the scenes of your stitching, fabric selections, client try-ons, Of course, you have to take permission for that, okay? And of course, post prices, sizes, customization into different information that excites clients. And remember, big designers like Anju Modi, before she was designing for Bajirao Mastani, she was posting hand embroidered saris from her small workshop and gained customers by simply showing her craft. Want to try your hand at fashion design? Join me, Siddhi Mapsankar, in our 3-day fashion design workshop, specially crafted for beginners and creative minds. In just 3 days, you will learn fashion sketching, fabric play, and create your own original design, even if you've never drawn before. Just click the link in the description to grab your spot in our upcoming batch. Seats are limited, guys, so don't wait. Let's design something awesome together. See you at the workshop. Now let's come to tools, budget, and smart shopping tips. Now first, let's talk about cost. And good news, it's manageable, okay? Now what are your essentials? First is tailoring table that would cost you around 2,000 to 4,000. Secondly, sewing machines, which could be anywhere between 5,000 to 12,000 depending on how much you want to invest. Next, we have fabric shelves, which could be anywhere between 1,500 to 5,000. Next, full length mirror. Now again, if you want it to be very decorative, it could be anywhere between 4 to 5,000. Ring light to do amazing photo shoots, anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 rupees. Label printer, anywhere between 800 to 3,000 depending on the quality, and hooks or pegboard anywhere between 500 to 1,000 rupees. So you can start with less than 20 to 30,000 and scale as you earn. Now many big designers including Ritu Kumar started their careers with just few pieces and focused audience. So here's the truth, your boutique is not just about outfits. It's about your journey, your courage, your creativity, and also your personality. So whether you are a homemaker with just 2 hours in a day or someone starting over after years, you can do this, okay? Remember, Anita Dongre, Ritu Kumar, Anju Modi, they all began from humble home spaces. Now it's your turn. Start with one table, one fabric, one client, because even a sari empire starts with one stitch. If you found this helpful, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want professional guidance, check out Seth's beginner-friendly workshops in boutique styling, fashion business, and branding. This is me, Siddhi Mapsankar, signing off. Until I see you next, lots of love. God bless.